Shalom, shalom. This is Priest Dawan Mayum from the Shepherds of Berea camp. I come in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutations to you brothers that are doing this truth sincerely and not for vainglory. Big up to the house of Dawadah, the men, women, and children. Okay. A special shout out to my brother, a dear friend, and also a warrior in this truth, Priest Karak Al-Kahan. You know, love you, brother, and everything gonna be okay. All right? Big ups to the whole camp of Shepherds Berea. Love all you brothers too. But, you know, the brother going through something right now, we love him. You know, we gonna keep him in our prayers. All right? With that being said, I don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but I think I'm gonna call this sit down, Idols Become Rivals. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. All right? And I'm gonna start it off with this. There's a lot of madness going on right now in the world today. Okay, a lot of madness going on. Okay, and I'm gonna start with Proverbs. There's a lot of confusion going on in this world today, right? So you got to be spiritual when you're listening to these interviews. You got to be spiritual when you are listening to people talk. Okay, because you will get caught up in a BS. All right, and start listening to their talking points when they are evil themselves. Okay, now I'm going to go to Proverbs 17:4. It says, a wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. So a wicked doer, somebody that's evil, they're going to gravitate, their ears is going to gravitate to evilness, okay? That's what's going to happen, all right? Not only that, they're going to actually spread the information that they hear from evil people, okay? Case in point, you got all this stuff going on about White Lives Matter, Kanye, Candace Owens, Puff Daddy, Little Boosie, and what you're going to come to find out, yo, man, these guys is evil themselves, man. So what makes them the spokesman for righteousness? You know? What makes them the spokesman for Israel? Yasha Allah, all right? Okay? We do not listen to evildoers, all right? Because we know at the end of the day they're evil, okay? And it says what? And a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. And we don't pay attention to a destructive tongue, all right? And I'm going to show you what I mean by this, right? Okay. Idols become rivals, all right? And why do idols become rivals? Because at one point in time, before I came in this truth and other brothers came in the truth, we held these people at high regard. All the celebrities and Israelites that Esau set up to be the talking points, to talk for Israel, to be the mouthpiece for African Americans, the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, right? We let them become our idols, all right? But now when you come in this truth, you realize what? They are rivals the whole time. Martin Luther King, you know, he tried to, you know, I have a dream and all that, but that was deceitful. Okay? Now I'm going to show you what I mean when I say. Check this out.
And I feel it. And Kanye, he's straight with me.
Right.
But he pissed me off this morning. You know we done went through, bro. I don't want to get on here and, you know. But you know when we done went through and what we still going through to this day.
Yeah, we still going through these things to this day. Why? Not only just because of Kanye's a demon too, but Little Boosie, you a demon also. Now all of a sudden you want to grow some level of consciousness, but yet you still putting out music that perpetuate killing your own people, that perpetuate selling drugs to your own people. This is what the music that you put out, bro.
Fuck, everybody know people matter, but that lives matter. When we promoting that, what we have been through, let us get our glory, man.
Yeah, bro. You are promoting White Lives Matter, bro. When you promote, I can't even listen to this dude, man. When you promote all the genocide that you promote, man. All right? You walk around with hundreds of dollars in your pocket. You throw money on the floor. That got who? Your slave masters on it. White people. So-called white people. So these people are trying to confuse us with Kanye and Little Boosie when both of them niggas is wicked, man. Let's call a spade a spade.
Don't be no fucking pigeon stool. From which our people have suffered and still suffering to this day. Ain't nobody getting done like blacks getting done from 300-400 years to this day. And you a fucking conglomerate.
He can't even talk. He high his mind. You know, his face look all ashy. Come on, man. Wake the hell up, man. These guys are clowns, man. And guess what? That's why that Proverbs 17:4, because the Most High have woken brothers up. We not looking at these guys no more as idols. Before we came in this truth, maybe we looked at Little Boosie as somebody. Maybe we looked at Jay-Z as somebody. But now when you come in this truth, you realize that these guys are nothing, man. Okay? They are nothing, man. And that's what you're going to understand about what's going on, man. Okay? Salakia. And I'm going to show you what's going on, man. This is the book of Psalms. Hold on for a minute. Let me get my point. I got lost up. Hold on. Psalms 96. Salakia. Psalms 96, right? Because Little Boosie and these guys are idols, man. They were set up, you know, from the beginning, man. This is Psalms 96:5. It says, for all the gods of the nation are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. So you got to understand what Esau did. He controls both sides. He controls the Little Boosies, the Puff Daddies. He controls the Candace Owens and the Kanye West. And all that is used as distraction tools to keep us off our square, to keep us unbalanced, you know? Now, mind you, at the same time, you don't see country music artists beefing with one another, all right? You don't see rock and roll artists beefing with one another. This is all distraction and tools, so when you wake up the next morning, this is all you talking about, right? It says, for all the gods of the nation are idols, but the Lord made the heavens, man. So these people were set up to be our idols, man. When you go into it, the meaning of idols, let me get that, idols become rivals, right? I want y'all to check the meaning of this, man, because this is heavy. Shalakia. This is heavy, man. This is deadly serious, man. It says, this is speaking to Billboard magazine, Rick Ross explained his motivation for the track. It's basically me writing a letter to someone in the game. No, that's not it. Let me get that. Okay, this is it right here. It says, there's a saying in the startup world that goes, hustle until your idols become your rivals. The meaning is simple. Work so hard that you reach the level of those you once looked up to. And when we came into this truth, we're now over the Little Boosies, these celebrities. We see through all their bullshit, man. And that's what they gave us. They gave us idols, man. I'm going to read another scripture, Ezekiel 23rd chapter, verse 28 through 30. It says, for thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, behold, I will deliver thee into the hand of them whom thou hatest, and to the hand of them whom thy mind is alienated. You see? So we are in the hands of those that we hate. Why? And they shall deal with thee hatefully, right? This is why you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans get treated like trash in America, man. And shall take away all thy labor, right? And shall leave thee naked and bare. And they're going to take away all your labor, trusting in Egypt. That's why you see a lot of stuff is being algorithms and robotic technology. They putting robots in the trucking industry, okay? They putting robots in the McDonald's and Wendy's. They're going to take all your labor away and shall leave thee naked and bare, because their goal is for you to take the mark of the beast. And the nakedness of thy whoredom shall be discovered. You're being discovered, Israel. You a laughing stock. Look at the so-called leaders. It says, both thy lewdness and thy whoredoms. Verse 30, I will do these things unto thee. You see? You're going to get exposed. And that's all that goes on in the internet, is exposing so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans for being stupid, for being foolish. Why? Because they still want to worship idols. They still want to listen to these talking points. And everybody going to come in the barbershop after a full week of ammunition of watching memes and videos and going to the barbershop and spew nothing but madness. Verse 30, Ezekiel 23 and 30. I will do these things unto thee because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen, and because thou art polluted with their idols. You see that? So we're being polluted by their idols. We have to wake up. We went a whoring after the nations, man. And we all know that the nations are subject to the idols, man. They bugged out. Okay? This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 42 and 11. Okay? And we are looked at as the woman of Israel. We are married to the Lord. Okay? But we are become a laughing stock. We all over the internet beefing, arguing, fighting, killing. No other nation is doing that. Moab, the so-called Chinese, created TikTok, or the so-called Orientals created TikTok, whoever, Japanese, Taiwan, whatever they damn are. They created TikTok, but look who's on TikTok acting a damn donkey. It says, verse Sirach 42 and 11, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies. And that's what we doing. Anytime you got Little Boosie as being a mouthpiece of a nation, you're destroyed. Anytime you got Puff Daddy as the mouthpiece of a nation, you're destroyed. Jay-Z, you're destroyed. Fat Joe, you're destroyed. You're destroyed. And we are a laughing stock to our enemies, man. You 2/3 are an embarrassment, man, and a byword in the city. They call us all type of names, man. Coons and jungle bunnies, and a reproach among the people. We are a reproach among the people, man, and make thee ashamed before the multitude, man. Do you understand what's going on, man? All the nations know our sins. All we doing is sinning. And who do we turn to get help from? Esau. We go on their platforms. We go on Vlad. We go on their YouTube channels and embarrass ourselves. This is why we are laughing stock, man. Okay? I'm going to show you a video real quick. Check this out. It says, if TikTok existed in 1860, you got 2 African-American women here dancing, shaking their behind while they're picking cotton. This is what I'm talking about. You don't see 2 Jewish people reenacting the concentration camps. You see that? This is why we a damn laughing stock, man. And the brother got a beautiful title up here. Black people must be stopped. Latinos must be stopped. Native Americans must be stopped. The word laughing stock, when you look at the free dictionary, it says what? An object of jokes or ridicule. Okay? It says a laughing stock, a victim of ridicule or pranks. Now, all throughout the internet, we are the butt of the jokes, man. You had one incident that happened, the football players, I just want to get this article. They had a slave auction. You know what I'm saying? We all through the internet getting dragged through the mud and looking crazy. This happened in California. They actually had a slave auction, and they could have used other races of people. But who was the main people that they used? Look, they used Jake. You see that? We are a joke, man. We are a joke. We are the laughing stock, man. And this is why in Psalms they put a prayer. Now check this out. It says what? It says Psalms 119 and 21. It says, thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed. This is talking about 2/3 of Israel, which do err from thy commandments. Because who was given the commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah? The Israelites. So the proud that this is talking about It's not always talking about Esau. You got 2/3 of Israel that are proud. Okay? Look at verse 22. This is a very powerful prayer. It says, remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimonies, man. You see that? Remove from me from being what? To being mocked at, joked on. Like brothers that's in this truth, we don't want to be put in that pot no more. We don't want to be mingled with the wicked 2/3 of our people, man. Okay? Do not put me in the same pot of Mayor Adams, Stephen A. Smith. Don't put me in the same pot with these dudes. These guys are clowns. And the only way you can remove yourself from getting a reproach, getting mocked at, being joked on, to being made the butt of every joke, being pranked, is by what? Keeping the testimonies. That's how you remove that from you. That's how you remove that stain from you. Do not mingle us with Little Boosie. Don't mingle us with goddamn Saucy Santana, Bad Bunny, Draymond Green. These guys are an embarrassment, man. And we know Esau controls both sides. Candace Owens, Lizzo. It says, princes also did sit and speak against me. These are Israelite, 2/3 wicked Israelites. Yasha'Allah, he is a prince of the power that sit around and talk about the Hebrew Israelites. Look at these guys yelling on the corner. All right? Meanwhile, they're the butt of everybody joke. It says, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. While they talking crap about us, doing the work, how we look like bums, we need to get jobs, we going to meditate in these statutes, man. Verse 24, thy testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. So these scriptures are your counselors, man. This is how you're going to be guided, man. Okay? This is why our people are looking like trash, the bad news bears. And it got to stop, man. It really do. It got to stop. Now check this out. This is the girl Candace Owens, right? Because now she want to expose, she wants to expose Black Lives Matter. And we always spoke against Black Lives Matter, Hebrew Israelites, that they wicked as hell. But we understand that Esau funded, George Soros and them, they funded Black Lives Matter. And guess who's funding Candace Owens? Esau. Why? Because we want to look up these people as being idols. Herschel Walker. These guys is idols, man.
So Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filings. They collected $80 million. Where is that money?
It's not here. Everything looks worse than it was.
Where have you seen?
So this is why Kanye's saying what he's saying. White lives matter, you know? Because Black Lives Matter is a scam. And to some people, he makes sense. And you might have an argument for that. But Kanye is wicked as all hell. Let's talk about that. And Candace Owens, she made good points. But she's wicked as all hell. She got a heathen husband. Let's talk about that. And then you're going to have somebody like 19 Keys make his point. You're going to have all type of opinions. But all this is to distract you from what's really going on, the truth.
That money impacted throughout the city. So my producer just sent me a link. It is just shocking to me because of how much money.
And that's not a film by Candace Owens. You brothers and sisters got to read the credit and see who's funding this, because this is funded.
Raised to think that where he lived, the bills weren't being covered. Super frustrating, but that's a dead end, so. And here's where it gets really interesting. Ready for some BLM pride? Another $200K went to escorts, BDSM workers, strippers, peep show workers, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. And then at that moment, it became personal. And I thought...
And I'm going to stop it here. You see that? These guys was taking everybody money. Black Lives Matter was taking everybody money and embarrassing Israel. They was a bunch of sellouts and coons. So now it gives Kanye some type of ground to stand on when he say white lives matter. I want to flip it now because Black Lives Matter was a scam. You see that? This is all being set up through the paradigm of confusion. This is what the devil does. He go to and fro, starting bullshit. This is what he does. This is the spirit of Satan, man. You got Candace Owen here, right? You got Puff Daddy and Mace.
Yo, how dare this nigga talking about he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got...
Look at this nigga. He can't even talk. You supposed to be a pastor with grills in your mouth. Your beard is halfway. Man, these people are clowns. But these were the guys that, you know, I remember listening to Harlem World and listening to Mace, you know? Bam, 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 boys. Come to find out, these dudes is all working for Satan, whether they know it directly. I'm not saying that they even know what they're doing, but the spirit of Satan is operating through them.
Receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead.
You see
what
that,
are you
man?
talking about?
You see that? And what's really going on when you think about it, this is all bullshit. All these guys is distraction. Meanwhile, you got Cameron, Mace, and Jadakiss having concerts called the Three-Headed Monster. These dudes is doing things for promotional stunts, man. Kanye is doing things, White Lives Matter, to sell his clothing. These guys are being set up by Esau to distract Jake from what's really going on. Look at this, the first Proud Boys, right? The leader pleads guilty to January sedition conspiracy. Check this out, Jeremy Bertino. Look, this is a Jake right here, Italian. He look white. This is a Spanish brother, another person. These are Israelites, man. That's set up through Esau. These are Israelites, man, right here. The Spanish brother, Italian man. It's all distractions, bro. And what's going on, this is it. Romans 6:12, it says, let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body. Okay? Because these men are being set up because they are filled with sin, that ye should obey in it the lust thereof. Neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin. So Candace Owens, the Proud Boys, the leaders, these are Israelites that are being instruments of sin, okay? And it shouldn't be going down like that, all right? You the piano and Satan is Beethoven, and he's playing you to a rhythm, to a sound, to a frequency to deceive the people. Because now people are going to talk about this madness all day, all week. And then Satan got a whole nother clip next week about to confuse the people some more. It says, but yield yourselves unto God as those that are alive from the dead. You see? Be an instrument of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Be an instrument of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, man. That's more important, man. This is what's going on. It says what? It says, as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto the Most High, man. Okay? So stop being an instrument of Satan. Okay? And we know that Mace, we know all them guys from Versus. Every week it was a Versus. Dr. Fauci, all these guys are instruments of Satan bringing in confusion, man. This is done by design. Meanwhile, the truth is coming out hard body. Now, I'm going to jump into Baruch 6. This is a very, very great edifying chapter, okay? And when you read Baruch the 6th chapter, it actually is an excerpt. When you read it, it says the epistle of Jeremiah. It says a copy of the epistle which Jeremiah sent unto them which were to be led captive into Babylon by the king of the Babylonians to certify them as it was commanded him of the Most High. So this letter was put together by the prophet Jeremiah. And I'm gonna read this chapter. It's a beautiful chapter. We're dealing with Jake looking at instruments of Satan as a way out. And that's not the way out. It says, because of the sins which ye have committed before the Most High, ye shall be led away captives into Babylon by Nebuchadnezzar, king of the Babylonians. And we are in Babylon to this day, okay? It says, modern day Babylon, verse 3. So when ye be come unto Babylon, ye shall remain there many years and for a long season, namely 7 generations. And after that, I will bring you away peaceably from thence. Verse 4. Now shall ye see in Babylon gods of silver and of gold and of wood, borne upon shoulders which cause the nations to fear. What you come to realize is that these nuclear missiles, all right, the atomic bomb that caused everybody to fear, was operating through these chips, okay? And when you go into it, it says what? Precious metals. What metals make up computers? It says gold, printed circuit boards, computer chips, connectors, and fingers. Silver, printed circuit boards, computer chips, keyboard membranes, some capacitors. So the whole idea of the microchip, the whole idea of computers, these are idols. Instagram is ran through what? The internet, the microchip. You see? It's on your phone. Your phone has what? Silver and gold in it. This is deadly serious, man. This is what's really going on, bro. This is not good. This is not done by mistake. It says, verse 5, beware, therefore, that ye in no wise be like to strangers. See, and what happened was we don't wind up being like the strangers, the other heathen nations that was given unto idols. Neither be of ye, yea, and of them, when ye see the multitude before them and behind them worshiping them. And you can see all the people that's giving themselves to the society through the silver, through the gold, through the wood, Christianity, through the stone, Islam. They have big followings, man. It says, but say ye in your hearts, O Lord, right? We must worship thee. For my angel is with you, Yahushua. I myself caring for your souls, man. So the Most High is with brothers, man. Verse 8. This is Baruch 6 and 8. It says what? As for their tongue, their mouth, right? It is polished by the workman. So who set up these? Who the one that made these people the mouthpiece of Israel? Esau, the workman. It says, and they themselves are gilded, and laid over with silver, yet are they but false and cannot speak. These guys cannot talk, and they laid over with silver. Now check this out. Silver is used, has a history of helping fight infection, aiding in cold, flu prevention, helping in wound healing, and even providing assistance with cancer and arthritis. That's what silver is used for. So they lay it over with silver, but guess what? They really, instead of them telling you to get off the drugs, they telling you to get on the drugs. Instead of them telling you to get a good woman, they telling you go get a bad bitch. Do you see what's going on? These are the idols. These are the mouthpiece of this society that was made, polished by the workmen, by Esau, Amalek. Okay? This is what you got to understand. It says, and taking gold as it were for a virgin that loveth to go gay, they make crowns for the heads of their gods. So they put their crown, they make these people to be the top liaison, royalty, the gatekeepers of society. Joe Biden is a god. Kamala Harris is a goddess. The woman king. What's next? The woman king. What's next? The man queen. That's going to be next. Come on, man. This is easy to see. This is easy to see. And this is why the society is going down, man. Let me get a precept real quick. I just thought about one. Let me get Proverbs 11 and 11. It's a double number, you know. Check this out. It says, by the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted. You see? But it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. So what's going on? These idols that's being put in place, what's happening to the moral fabric of society? The financial industry, the music industry, the trucking industry, the educational industry. But it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. All these people that are talking are destroying things. This is not a joke. Check this video out. This is Stephen A. Smith. And I'm kind of going off topic, but talking about Draymond Green.
What up, bro? No, I've never been in a fight with a teammate. Stop asking me. Never have. Never got that mad at a teammate. We had arguments, and it happens in practice, right? But not to the young guys. Me and Draymond had a little conversation about something else last night.
Now how's this nigga gonna talk to Draymond about being mature when you just made a video talking about how you check in with gang members? You were just on O Block. You were just on O Block hanging out with Chief Keef and them. Now you tell me how that makes sense. All right? Let me get this clown right here, Steven Jackson. How you gonna make a statement? Look, right here, hanging out with a bunch of retarded kids on O Block, playing basketball with them.
Hey, Georgia.
You know? So I'm going to read that again while this dumb ad goes off. By the blessing of the upright, the city exalted, but is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. You see that? These guys are wicked, following the Quran, doing all type of madness. This is what this dude Steven Jackson is into. Instead of you trying to give them kids hope, get them out the hood, you hanging out with them. Now I can show it. Talking about you check in. Look at this dude.
Yeah. A lot of y'all, man, whole block pulling up, taking pictures. Where we at? We're in the middle of it.
Look, you hanging out with kids, throwing up gang signs around you. You a damn clown and you a loser too, man. You a clown and a damn loser too. Okay? You can't tell Draymond Green nothing, man. Shut your wicked behind up, man. I'm going to jump back to Baruch 6 and 10. It says, sometimes also the priests convey from them their gold, their God's gold and silver, and bestow it upon themselves. So they actually wear Esau diamonds and gold, Eliante jewelry, all these different jewelers. It says verse 11, yea, they will give their off to the common harlots and deck them as men with garments being gods of silver and gods of gold and wood. So what are they doing? They messing around with harlots too. They messing around with harlots too, man. You know, and that's what Candace Owens was talking about. Self-proclaimed Black Lives Matter leader indicted for spending donations on house, guns, and prostitutes. You see that? So now it gives them some type of validity to put stuff up like White Lives Matter. But we know in the truth that white means righteousness. Okay? So it's a spiritual movement going on. That's being recognized. Forget Kanye don't even know what he's doing. This is deeper than Kanye can understand. Baruch 6 and 12. Yet cannot these gods save themselves from rust and moth, though they be covered with purple raiment? Meaning that these gods that Esau set up, dressing all the nice clothes, the Balenciagas, all the top clothes. But guess what? They can't save themselves from rust or moth. They wipe their face because of the dust of the temple when there is much upon them. Okay? And what's in the temple of Esau? Dust, confusion. It says, and he cannot put to death one that offendeth him, holding the scepter, as though he were a judge of the country. So these idols don't really have no power. But yet you following them. You listening to their talking points. And it's time now to wake the hell up, man. I'm going to jump to verse 16. Whereby they are known not to be gods, therefore fear them not. So we don't give a damn about what Kanye say. We understand what? Kanye is going through a messy situation with Adidas and Gap. So he's just trying to find ways to get his money right, to kiss Esau ass. You see, there's benefits in kissing rich white families' behinds. And that's what he's doing. That's what's going on. I think I was reading something on Kanye and Adidas. And I'm going to wrap it up soon. You got to see, Kanye's going through a lot. Kanye West's partnership with Adidas put under review after White Lives Matter incident. You see, Kanye's going through a lot with Gap. He's trying to still, get all his butter biscuits, his Edomite butter biscuits, and butter up to them. So now he got to make things up. Now Adidas is looking at him funny. Oh, we got to watch out for the reviews, and they're afraid of backlash. But this is all confusion tactics that Esau's doing. All right, I'm going to jump to verse 24. It says, notwithstanding the gold that is about them to make them beautiful, except they wipe off rust, they will not shine. For neither when they were molten did they feel it. All right. So these dudes can't shine without Esau putting them in position. These idols can't shine without Esau. That's why Biggie Smalls said what? He went from ashy to classy. Because they shined them up. They made them. Verse 25, the things wherein there is no breath are brought for a most high price. And these guys don't got the breath in them, the breath of life. But yet they get in these $1 million contracts. Multi-million-dollar contracts. Draymond Green, $100 million contracts. They are borne upon shoulders, have no feet, whereby they declare unto men that they be nothing worth. And they don't stand on nothing. At one moment, Kanye was giving himself up, making Christian music, and now he's doing this. He's a clown. But then he'll say, John 3:16, God loves everybody. So even if there was a stance on Black Lives Matter, why did you make an approach to say White Lives Matter? Why not say John 3:16? Why not put John 3:16 matters? You see what I'm saying? Verse 27, they also served them as ashamed. They also that serve them are ashamed, meaning that the people that follow Kanye, the people that follow all these idols, they are ashamed, man. For if they fall to the ground at any time, they cannot rise up again of themselves. Neither if one set them upright, can they move of themselves, meaning that all these guys is propped up. Neither if they bow down, can they make themselves straight. But they sit gifts before them as unto dead men. Buying name albums, streaming music. These guys are the idols, man, that the Bible's talking about. Of course, we know about Buddha. We know about Islam. We know about the Quran. We know about all this stuff. But these are the modern day idols. And now, brothers is in the truth, we understand that these are our rivals. These are not our friends. These are the enemies of the Most High. It says what? As for the things that are sacrificed unto them, their priests sell and abuse them. Who are the things that sacrifice unto them? The children, the kids. These are the things that sacrifice unto them. These people are peddling garbage, simplicity. They selling simplicity like it's a crack rock, like it's a drug. And what's going on? As for the things that are sacrificed unto them, right? Israelite children, their priests sell and abuse them. In like manner, their wives lay up part thereof in salt, but unto the poor and impotent they give nothing of it. Verse 29, menstruous women and women in childbed eat their sacrifices. By these things ye may know that they are no gods, fear them not. So these menstruous children, what are they doing? What are they doing? They eating their sacrifices, man. This is why you take the so-called black man out of the house. Our kids are being sold into jails. Modern day slavery. Organ donors, when they die, when they get shot by one of their ops, they take their eyes out, put it on ice, take their organs out, and they sell it. This is what's going on, man. It says, verse 30, for how can they be called gods? Because women sit meat before the gods of silver, gold, and wood. They give donations and sacrifices, man. It says, and the priests sit in their temples, having their clothes rent, and their heads and beards shaven, and nothing upon their heads. That's why you see a lot of men in those industries walking around with no facial hair. You know, This is madness, bro. And it's sad. I'm going to jump to verse 44. I'm going to wrap it up. Verse 44, it says, whatsoever is done among them is false. So everything that's done among them is false. They really don't have a pure intention about them because they learned it from Esau, who is their God. How may it then be thought or said that they are gods, man? So these people are no gods. They're no gods. How can they be gods? You supposed to be a healing instrument. What is this dude talking about? What is this dude talking about?
What's up? Check this out, y'all. I am not about to be addressing every last thing that's going on in the world on the internet. But the thing I do have to address is this White Lives Matter t-shirt. I've always been there and I will always support my brother. Kanye is a free thinker. But the White Lives Matter t-shirt, I don't rock with it. You know?
Well, guess what? All you've been doing is promoting White Lives Matter. Champagne sipping, Rolex wearing, bigging up all the corporations. All about the Benjamins. You made that song. You all about the Benjamins. Who were you referring to? Presidents that would have had us in slavery. But now all of a sudden you don't mess with White Lives Matter. Your whole existence. All the clothes that you big up and brag about you got. Gucci, Louis. So these guys are bugged out. These guys are double-minded. Look at this. Trina and Saucy Santana. Hold up. How you going to say you don't support White Lives Matter, but you got Revolt? And look who's on Revolt. This is your platform, your company. Trina and Saucy Santana declared no voting, no vucking. So you mean to tell me that if I don't vote, that means I'm not going to get sex from my woman? Huh? This is the energy that you are promoting, Puff Daddy. These guys are bugged out. Look at this dude. And we seen this big NFL barracuda right here, looking like a goddamn defensive lineman. We brothers ran into this dude, Saucy Santana. Sashaying, wearing goddamn purses. Big 6 foot, 270-pound linebacker.
Trade checks, I think we got one.
It's voting season, bruh. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching.
Bro, this is White Lives Matter, bro. And you just got on Kanye. Kanye's a demon and you a demon, man. Kanye's a demon and you a demon. All these guys is wicked as all hell. Okay? All these guys. And at the end of the day, what's coming to this goddamn place is what? Biden says nuclear Armageddon at highest risk since Cuban Missile. This is going on at the same time. The same time. They know that we are about to go in nuclear war real soon. It's only a matter of time. Putin said he ready to go. And these dudes talking about voting, no vucking. So because I don't vote, that means I can't have sex with a woman? These dudes is making it seem like it's power in being sexually active. It's power in being LGBTQ. But this all the confusion that's going on. Meanwhile, there's real stuff going on.
Okay. No bullshit, Stephen A. No bullshit, honest answer.
I don't bullshit.
No bullshit.
I don't bullshit.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Do you,
Okay.
Stephen A., eat ass?
Oh, shit.
No.
You don't eat ass. That's an honest answer.
I don't have. No, that's
You've
a
never
God's
eaten-
honest answer. Never. I don't have to.
Never. Have you gotten your ass eaten?
Never. That's private.
Oh!
Now, see, these guys are sodomites, man. But these are the guys that will get on men. He got on Kyrie Irving about taking something that Kyrie felt like, yo, I don't believe in that. But yet you're gonna get up here and say that you like your a-hole eating. So, hey, like the priest Karash said, we know what that A stand for, Stephen A. Smith. Okay? You guys is clowns, man. Meanwhile, it's madness out here in the world. I'm not even gonna play this video, but a man shoots a woman 5 times because she beat him in a pickup basketball game. And I'm going to end it off with this, man. This is Romans 5:13. It says, for unto the law, sin was in the world. So these guys, these spirits been around, but we didn't recognize it because we didn't come in the banner of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We did not. This sin been around. It says, for unto the law, sin was in the world. But sin is not imputed when there is no law. You see? So you're not looking at Mace. You're not looking at Puffy. You're not looking at Stephen A. Smith as being wicked until you see the law. Little Boosie, Saucy Santana, Trina, Candace Owens, Kanye West, Proud Boys, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, you're Kamala Harris. But Esau controls both sides. This is what's going on. And I'm going to end it off with this. This is the book of Job 12:16. It says what? It says, with him is strength and wisdom, which the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, has all strength, all wisdom. He's a self-entity, nobody's more powerful, more merciful, more graceful, greater than the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's why we wasn't supposed to serve no goddamn idols. So we won't be bugged the hell out. It says what? The deceived and the deceiver are his. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? That the deceived and the deceivers are his. Meaning what? That Satan, that the Most High already got things numbered, okay, on who could be deceived. Okay? And he got things numbered on what the deceiver could do, Satan could do. Because he controls who gets deceived, and pretty much he puts Satan in a box on, okay, I'm gonna let you deceive 2/3 of my people, but you're not going to deceive this 1/3, these people right here. So with that being said, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for not putting that a spirit on brothers to be deceived, to understand what's going on in this world, to not be bugged out when you go through hardships and when you see what's going on, you're able to see through the madness, man. Without this testimony, we will be just like everybody else, just going along with the flow, not having a judging mentality. And guess what? Everybody's not going to like the call you make, but this is the call, this is the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So with that being said, death and destruction to Little Boosie, death and destruction to Candace Owen, death and destruction to Kanye West, Puff Daddy, Future, Travis Scott, all these guys that's idols, man. That's destroying the people, man. With that being said, Kwam Yasha Allah. All right? All praise and honor and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And big ups to the brothers of the Shepherd's Berea camp. Great job, you Akim, going out there week in and week out, pushing this truth. Great job on all the brothers that's doing this truth, man, and staying tall. You got men that lost their job because of certain situations, man. And you was up there, I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith, I'm ranting a little bit. You was up there condemning people, and you up here now talking about you like getting your behind ate? You wicked piece of crap. And then you got to look at Kyrie, because Kyrie is worshiping Egypt. You know, he's into Islam. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing is confusion. But this is the spirit that's in Babylon, that's in America, confusion. With that being said, shalom, until the next time.